السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا بكم في قناة Arab English Learning. كتاب Primary 5 Students Book Term 1 Unit 1 Part 2. Page 10 Lesson 4 Story in the Mangrove Tree. Exercise 1. Match the words to the photos below and check in a dictionary. 1. Dugong. This animal lives under the sea. It's called dugong. 1. 2. Kingfisher. 3. Lizard. 4. Pollen, this yellow part. 5. Worm.
Exercise 2. Read and listen to the story. Will life be better or worse for the animals in the future?
In the mangrove tree.
A kingfisher was visiting her old friend, the lizard, in a mangrove tree. She flew down and sat next to the lizard. "You look sad," said the kingfisher to the lizard. "What's the matter?" "People came and cut down some trees. The trees protected the worms and the fish we eat. But now it's difficult to find food." "Oh no," said the kingfisher, looking worried. "I'm hungry." Suddenly, a dugong came up out of the sea. "Hello, dugong," said the lizard, surprised.
Hello, lizard. Hello, kingfisher. I have some bad news,
said the dugong. "What is it? Are the people back again?" asked the kingfisher.
Yes, they are. Can't you hear them?
replied the dugong. The lizard and the kingfisher listened carefully. They heard trucks and people shouting. "Oh no! How many more mangrove trees are they going to cut down?" cried the lizard. At that moment, the animals heard a buzzing sound. There were 3 bees buzzing around the tree. One of the bees flew close to the other animals and said, "The people are not going to cut down more trees. They are going to plant other mangrove trees. They understand that they made a mistake. They have learned that the mangrove trees are important, so they're planting new ones. They brought us here to help the trees grow."
How will you help the trees grow?
asked the dugong, confused. "We carry pollen from one plant or tree to another, and that helps them to make seeds," explained the bee. "So, is life going to get better here?" asked the kingfisher. "Yes, it is," replied the bee, smiling. "Good," said the lizard and the kingfisher together. "We're hungry."
Page 11 Exercise 3. Read again and circle the correct word. 1. The animals can find enough what to eat? Enough food. 2. The kingfisher, dugong, says that people are back. Yes, dugong said that. 3. The animals see or hear the people and trucks. They hear them. 4. The dugong or the bee says that the people are not going to cut down more trees. The bee said that. Very good. 5. The people, kingfisher, brought the bees to the mangrove. Yes, people brought bees to help them. Exercise 4. Match these sentences from the story with the meaning of the word in bold. These words: worried, surprised, confused. "Oh no," said the kingfisher, looking worried. So worried means what? Means you feel unhappy because you are thinking about problems or things that could happen. 2. "Hello, Dugong," said the lizard, surprised. What does surprised mean? It means something happens and you didn't think it would happen. 3. "How will you help the trees grow?" asked the dugong, confused. What confused means? Yes, you find it difficult to understand something. Exercise 5. Read the story again. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. 1. What problem does the lizard talk about at the start of the story? It is difficult to find food. 2. What was the reason for this problem? The reason was cutting down trees. 3. Why do the animals think the problem will get better soon? Because people come back to plant more trees. Exercise 6. Look at the photos. How do you think each one helps the ecosystem in the mangrove? So the lizard, the bees, people are planting trees. This is the mangrove tree. The worms. Yes, all animals and insects and the plants themselves, they are all interact at the same ecosystem and they all help each other. You can talk about this with your friend in the classroom.
Lesson 5, page 12. Exercise 1. Complete the text with these words. You can use a dictionary to help you. Listen and check.
Are plants similar to humans? In some ways, humans are similar to plants. Think about our circulatory system. Instead of water, our veins and arteries carry blood around our bodies. Arteries move blood away from our heart. Veins carry blood to it. The nutrients and oxygen that we need are in our blood. But we don't use carbon dioxide like plants do. Humans need sunlight too. We can't make our own food, but we get vitamin D from sunlight. This can help protect us from getting sick. Sunlight also makes a lot of people feel happy.
Exercise 2. Read the quiz and answer the questions. How often do your heart beat? About 70 times a minute. What does your heart do? Moves blood around your body. How fast does a newborn baby's heart beat? Faster than adults' hearts. How does blood move to your heart in your veins? What things are good for your heart? Circle 2 things: doing the right amount of exercise, eating healthy food. Page 13, exercise 3. Now check your answers. You have the answers here upside down of the exercise on page 12. Exercise 4. Read and circle. Your heart beats over 100,000 times a day, so it's important to keep your heart healthy. When you walk, run, swim, or cycle, you make your heart work harder. If you exercise regularly, your heart works better and you can get the minerals, nutrients, and oxygen you need more easily. Exercise 5. Look and read. What can people do to keep their heart healthy? I play sports with my friends. I like being outside and exercising. I try to eat food that is good for my heart, like fruit, vegetables, and fish. I find time to relax. This can keep my heart healthy too. So if you eat healthy food, play sports, and relax, you keep your heart healthy. Now write a sentence about you. What you do to keep your heart healthy. You can say, I walk to school and sleep early. You can say, I eat healthy food, I exercise. So exercise 7 is speaking area for you and your friend in the classroom. Ask and answer with a partner. What other things to eat are good for your heart? How often should you exercise a week? What can people do to relax? We can do many things to relax. Lesson 6, page 14. This is linking words. Exercise 1. Read about Selim. How do Selim and his family stay healthy? Selim is a healthy boy. He loves sports. He plays tennis, football, and basketball. He eats healthy food like fruit, vegetables, and rice. He doesn't eat a lot of chocolate because he knows that this food isn't very healthy. In the evening, he wants to relax, so he reads a book. I do a lot of exercise because it's good for me, says Selim. Your heart is very important, so you have to keep it healthy. Selim is right. It's important to do exercise. He has a healthy family too. His sister Amira plays tennis and his sister Dina plays football. His mom walks to work and his dad rides his bike, but they don't play sports. His sisters like to listen to music to relax. It's important for our heart to relax too. So how do Selim and his family stay healthy? He plays tennis, football, and basketball. He eats healthy food like fruit and vegetables and rice. His family also, like Amira, his sister, plays tennis, and his other sister Dina plays football. His mom walks to work and his dad rides his bike. But they don't play sports, but they do move their bodies. Exercise 2. Read about Selim again and circle the linking words like but, so, and because. Okay, let's check. And, so, because, but. We use these linking words to link sentences together. And when you add the same idea, so when you give a result, why you did that, because when you give a reason, and but when you have two different ideas. Exercise 3. Complete the rules with the linking words in the box. So you can use what to link different things in a list. When you're talking at many lists like this, tennis, football, and basketball, you use and. 2. You can use what to link two similar sentences. Similar ideas, same ideas, I use and too. 3. You can use what to show a contrast means different things. For example, we can link positive and negative sentence. I can use but. 4. You can use because to show a reason for something. It links two sentences. Like I do exercise. Why? What is the reason for doing exercise? It's good for me. It's good for my heart. 5. You can use so to show the result of something. It can link two sentences. Like when you say, he wants to relax, so he reads a book. So when you need to relax, that's why he reads a book, to relax. So this is the result of acting relax. You got it? Page 15, exercise 4. Complete the sentences with and, but, so, or because. 1. Nadine goes to the pool because she loves to swim. 2. Marwa doesn't like feeling tired in the morning, so she goes to bed early. 3. Last weekend we went to the beach and we swam in the sea. 4. Henny likes to play basketball, but he doesn't like to play football. 5. Fish, chicken, and beans are all healthy food. Exercise 5. Rewrite the sentences using a linking word. Wael likes fish, he doesn't like lamb. Now we have two contrast ideas, so I need but. Wael likes fish, but he doesn't like lamb. 2. Talia eats dates, she eats bananas, she eats figs. I can make all of these as a list, so I can say Talia eats dates, bananas, and figs. 3. I went to the library, I needed a book. I went to the library because I needed a book. 4. Laura wants to keep her heart healthy, she does exercise. Laura wants to keep her heart healthy, so she does exercise. 5. Walid and Shadi went to the park. They played tennis. Walid and Shadi went to the park and they played tennis. Exercise 6. Write about how to stay healthy using linking words and, but, because, and so. Explain how you and your family stay healthy. Say what you eat and what you don't eat. Say what sports or physical activities you do. Say what you do to relax. So this is writing, and don't forget to use and, but, because, and so. Remember to use commas after each word in a list, like they play football, comma, basketball, comma, and tennis at the end. Use linking words so and, because, but to connect your ideas and express yourself naturally.
Lesson 7. Page 16. Exercise 1. Listen to and read the story. Why did Mother Lion smile?
Waiting for the rain. It was another long, hot day in the grassland. Cub was with his mother, and he lay in the sunshine. But his mother looked worried. "I hope it rains soon," she said. "Why do you want it to rain?" asked Cub. "It's lovely and warm. We can play in the sunshine." "If it doesn't rain, the grass won't grow. Then we will be hungry," she answered. Cub started to laugh. "What do you mean? We eat meat, not grass." He ran away to play with his brothers and sisters, but his mother looked at the sky and worried. 2 weeks later, it was still hot and the ground was hard. There was no rain, and the plants were brown. Now, Cub had a strange feeling in his stomach. Hunger. "Can we catch a rabbit to eat?" he asked his mother. "I can't find any rabbits," she said sadly. "Some rabbits have gone to other places. Some rabbits might be dead." "Why?" asked Cub. "Because there isn't any rain. Without rain, the grass can't grow. If the grass doesn't grow, the rabbits don't have any food." "Then we don't have any food," answered Cub. Now he understood. "What can we do?" "We must wait for rain. If it doesn't rain, we must move to a different place." "So let's go." "We can't stay here without food," said Cub, who was very worried now. His mother smelled the air. She saw a thin gray cloud start to move through the blue sky. "Let's wait one more day," she said. Cub went to bed hungry, but in the morning he woke up to hear rain falling on the ground. He ran outside, with his brothers and sisters, and they played in the cool water. Mother Lion smiled. "Do you like the rain now, cub?" she asked. "Yes, I do. Now the grass will grow, the rabbits will come back, and we won't be hungry anymore," said Cub happily.
So why did Mother Lion smile? Because it finally rained and the cub understood why the rain is important. Page 17, read the story again, ask and answer the question with a partner. 1. How did Mother Lion feel at the start of the story and why? She was worried because there was no rain. 2. How did Cub feel after 2 weeks? He felt hungry and worried too. 3. What did Cub understand? He understood without rain he couldn't get food. 4. What did Mother Lion see in the sky? Why was this important? She saw a thin gray cloud, which meant rain was coming soon. Exercise 3. Match these sentences from the story with the meanings of the words in bold. Will, can, might, can't, must. We use will for what, can for what, might. These are the meanings of these words. So number 1, then we will be hungry. Will here means this is something we know about the future, like I will call you. 2, can we catch a rabbit to eat? This is, I'm asking about possibility. Like this, ask if something is possible. 3, can some rabbits might be dead. We don't know if this is true or not. I'm not sure. I use might. 4, without rain, the grass can't grow. This is impossible. When I say can't, means never happen or impossible. 5, we must wait for the rain. Must means have to. So B, we have to do this. Exercise 4, you are going to write a story. Choose one ecosystem, one problem from the boxes to write about. Choose one of these: desert, freshwater, marine, rainforest ecosystem, and then write one of the problems that facing one of these ecosystems, like cutting down trees related to rainforest, global warming, lots of tourists, pollution, and write a story, use past tense, and how this ecosystem is facing this problem and what will happen to the animals. Exercise 5, now use your ideas to write a story about your ecosystem in your notebook. Don't forget to write about the characters, which animals live there. What do the animals have to do to survive, and what problems might happen to these animals? And at the end of the story, what happens? You have to solve the problem. When you write a story, try to imagine how your characters feel. Use interesting adjectives to describe their feelings and actions.